Watch 9 isn't trying to reinvent anything. Same round design, same dual-button layout. The changes are inside and in the health software. The Snapdragon Wear Elite chip is the biggest functional upgrade. Samsung has been using Exynos watch silicon since the Galaxy Watch 4. Moving to Qualcomm brings better power efficiency, faster on-device AI processing, and a hardware platform that the broader Wear OS ecosystem is increasingly standardizing around. Health features continue to expand. The new Vitals watch face keeps key health metrics visible at a glance and triggers alerts if something looks out of range. A running coach tracks personal goal progress. Improved sleep apnea detection builds on the FDA-cleared feature Samsung introduced on the Watch 7. Sleep and energy scores get refinements. None of these are dramatic individual upgrades. Collectively, they represent Samsung pushing further into the health platform space, where it has a genuine head start on Apple Watch. Galaxy Watch Ultra 2. The battery upgrade changes the proposition. The original Galaxy Watch Ultra was a strong product with one persistent criticism. Battery life didn't match the adventure-ready positioning. An 800 mAh cell, up 36% for the 590 mAh in last year's model, directly addresses that. A watch rated at 10 ATM and IP69K with a titanium case and 5,000 nit display should also last through the activities it's marketed for. The 12% thinner case is the design story. The Watch Ultra's squarish case was distinctive but chunky. Shaving 12% off that profile makes it considerably more wearable for daily use rather than just outdoor adventures. The Galaxy Watch 8 and Galaxy Watch Ultra introduced a new design for Samsung watches that you either love or hate. I'm in the former camp, so when I got to try the new Galaxy Watch 9 and Ultra 2, I was excited to see what refinements Samsung had made. Raise to Talk is a feature that debuted on the Pixel Watch 4. It does exactly as the name suggests. When you raise the watch towards your mouth, Gemini starts listening without the need for any wake words. The Galaxy Watch 9 and Ultra 2 were my first time experiencing Raise to Talk, and I was surprised by how much I loved using it. That if you think it's strange to lead a hands-on, with two new Galaxy watches focusing on a feature borrowed from a Pixel watch that's nearly a year old, you'd be right. The problem is, there's not much else that stood out to me. The Watch 9 and Ultra 2 barely feel any different from the models they're replacing. They're thinner and lighter, sure, but not in a way that I found noticeable even when I had the old and new watches side by side. The Snapdragon Wear Elite should mean performance is better than ever, but my Galaxy Watch 8 Classic still feels buttery, smooth a year on. Maybe the chip's efficiency and the larger batteries will make a meaningful difference to longevity, but it was impossible to judge based on the short time I spent with the new watches. Those batteries are a good amount larger, to be fair. The Galaxy Watch 9 has a 390 mAh battery for the 40mm model, which is 20% larger than the 40mm Watch 8's 325 mAh. The 44mm goes from 435 mAh to 445 mAh. The Galaxy Watch Ultra 2 has an impressive 800 mAh battery, and I am looking forward to seeing how long that will last. The displays are improved, too. The Watch 8 and the original Galaxy Watch Ultra had 3,000 nit screens. During my time with the Watch 8 Classic, I've never felt like the screen needed to be brighter, but that might say more about English weather than it does the watch. The Watch 9 and Watch Ultra 2 both bump brightness to 5,000 nits. So those of you who know what sunshine looks like will benefit. A minor improvement I was glad to see was the way Samsung has designed the straps for the Galaxy Watch 9. 4 years now, Samsung straps have sort of folded in on themselves, as you can see above. It kept the strap neat, with no loose ends that could snag on things, but it wasn't always comfortable. It made it harder to work out which hole you needed, and I often got my arm hair caught, which was painful. The new straps for the Galaxy Watch 9 switch to a more traditional floating loop, or in this case, loops. Although they're together in the photo above, these straps have 2 loops instead of 1, and they can be positioned wherever you need them. That means the strap can sit along its outer edge, so it won't snag hair anymore, but you don't need to worry about catching a loose part of the S. Strap on anything else. Another nice touch is what Samsung is calling the air pocket. That's the dip in the middle of the straps in the photos above, running along where the holes are. This isn't a style choice, it's functional. It creates a gap between the strap and your wrist that allows air to circulate, keeping you cool without the watch feeling loose. I swapped one of these straps onto my own Watch 8 Classic at the event last week, and this design is really more comfortable. I'll be buying one for my existing watch when they go on sale. And that's about all I have to say about the Galaxy Watch 9 and Galaxy Watch Ultra 2. To be clear, that doesn't mean they're bad. I'm certain these will be the best watches Samsung has made so far, but there's little to get excited about if you already own a Galaxy Watch from the last few generations. Galaxy Watch 7s and 8s are still great watches, and there's no real reason to upgrade yet. Galaxy Watch 6 owners might want to consider upgrading, though, given how my wife's is holding up. Over 2 years ago, Samsung announced the first Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra, and at this year's Galaxy Unpacked, we're getting the second generation. Plus, the standard Galaxy Watch is getting an upgrade too. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 9 and Ultra 2 are here, and as of July 22nd, available for pre-order. The new watches are dedicated to a new era of health tracking. Round-the-clock trackers like Oura Ring and Whoop are all the rage, and Samsung's Galaxy Watches are the brand's entry into the market, although Samsung also has its own smart ring. To support 24/7 wear, these watches feature their largest batteries yet, in addition to the Snapdragon Wear Elite platform. Samsung Galaxy Watch 9 and Ultra 2. Price and availability. 2 new watches are coming to the Samsung Galaxy lineup, and only one is getting a price increase from the previous generation. Here's a breakdown of the prices on the Samsung Galaxy Watch 9 and Ultra 2. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 9 is both a smartwatch and a fitness tracker. With a new 390 mAh battery, it's designed for round-the-clock wear, so it can track both your activity and sleep. It comes with a lightweight but durable aluminum casing with Samsung's signature cushion silhouette. Both new watches come with the Snapdragon Wear Elite platform, boosting the speed and efficiency of the watch. It comes with an FDA-backed sleep apnea feature to detect breathing disruptions, as well as a heart health score to assess cardiovascular wellness. For a more powerful watch, designed for those seeking extreme outdoor adventures, there's the Galaxy Watch Ultra 2, which is getting its first update in 2 years. The Ultra 2 comes packed with features made for endurance athletes, like Trail Run, which tracks detailed elevation and terrain impact. Plus, it has nutrition alerts, which build off the existing sweat loss feature, which sends reminders to hydrate based on your sweat loss. After the most recent Samsung Unpacked, we've now had our first proper look at the next generation of Galaxy watches, of which there are 2 new additions for 2026, the Galaxy Watch 9 and Ultra 2. Although yearly updates for Samsung's mainline Galaxy Watch are a given, fans have had to wait quite some time for a successor to the brand's Apple Watch Ultra competitor. The original Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra hit the market just over 2 years ago, and with the likes of the Apple Watch Ultra 3 and the Garmin Venu X1 on the market, an update was very much overdue. Despite plenty of rumors to the contrary, Samsung has not unveiled a Galaxy Watch 9 Classic, so unless it appears later this year, you can expect it to stick to its typical biennial schedule and launch during next year's summer, Samsung Unpacked. So with 2 new Galaxy watches to choose from this year, to know exactly what upgrades the Watch Ultra 2 and the Watch 9 are packing, how much they cost and more, we've got you covered. Things have started to move in the right direction, as the Xiaomi Watch 5 can run for a total of 6 days on a single charge. And even Apple, which has been particularly stubborn in this area, finally gave the Apple Watch Series 11 the ability to run for 2 days at a time. Thankfully, Samsung has seen fit to ride the wave here, but there is one big caveat. The Galaxy Watch Ultra 2 sees the biggest uptick of the group, with a larger 800 mAh cell that marks a 35% increase over its predecessor. Given that the original Watch Ultra could last for just over 2 days on a single charge, there's a good chance that the newer watch might stretch to beyond 3 days under the right circumstances. The Galaxy Watch 9, on the other hand, has a 20% increase in battery size, jumping up to 390 mAh. The problem is that this uptick is only available for the 44mm version of the watch, as the 40mm model is staying exactly the same as before. Given that we struggled to get the 40mm Galaxy Watch 8 to last more than a day and a half under most use cases, this is a disappointing oversight and may steer some potential adopters towards the Pixel Watch 4 instead.